One of the things we felt that it was important to get in on early when talking with Haverty Real Estate is there's a process, right? You have to get a mortgage, you have to apply, you have to look for houses in your range. So it could be a long time, right? We were under a deadline, so we actually started 4 or 5 months ahead of time before our lease was up, so that we could get approved, and then look for the houses that were in our price range, and then go through the process of making offers, making counter offers, and then finally securing the house that we wanted. So it's important to get started sooner rather than later. Well, when we sat down with Joe and Dion for our first meeting, they presented us with a sheet that went through the whole process from getting started all the way through to the end. So we knew what to expect. It's been a while since we had bought a house prior, maybe 14 or 15 years, I think. So you forget those things, right? So right from the beginning, from day one, when we sat down in their office at the table, went through the whole buying process and pretty much followed it right to a T.
We had certain things in mind that we wanted for our future house, and Dion was particularly helpful in reminding me at times when we were looking at homes that, oh, you didn't want this, or you did want this, and this house doesn't have it. So that was really helpful in finally selecting a home.
And one of the things was that team feeling, right? as Karen just mentioned, knowing what we wanted and having that those guidelines kind of brought back to us when we're looking at the big backyard or the big fireplace that we wanted. It's really important to have that trust with the realtors, like we built with Joe and Dion, to have that trust to know that they have our best interest in mind.
The one thing that I appreciated was that you guys prayed with us. You made that a priority, that it wasn't just our decision. We were taking this to the Lord in prayer as well, and knowing that you guys were praying for us and praying for those decisions really helped to give us peace. So if an offer wasn't accepted, we knew that was just God's way of saying there's something else better waiting for you. So that was very comforting in a very stressful time period. I felt that Joe and Dion gave us very specialized attention. I felt like we were the only clients that they had at the time. And I'm sure we weren't, because I know the real estate market's been really crazy. But we had a house that we wanted to see. They got us in there to see it, and we were texting back and forth every day until we, finally moved into that house.
I think the personalized service would be what I would recommend. Being able to work with Joe and Dion was great. Being able to have that personal contact, like Karen mentioned, being able to text and get answers right away, and hey, we want to see this house, and today, and Joe and Dion were able to give us that type of attention.